For the first time ever. You know? This is the perfect state to tell this story. You guys should literally have mushrooms on your fucking license plate. All right, so here's the deal. I never fucked with anything like that. I was always a booze guy. I was a booze guy, you know. All right, relax, everybody. I always get nervous when I get white guys going like, yeah, all right, woo, build the wall. Okay, I'm fucking around. Relax. It's frightening to listen to, but that's what being a guy is. You're not allowed to have emotions. So that's all of that shit comes out when you drink. Do something dumb so I don't feel stupid. So, yeah, I was always like a booze guy. So, like, I never fucked with, like, psychedelics or whatever. So I figured, it was just one of those deals. I was out in the desert, man. And I was like, all right. I got somebody watching my kids. Everything's fine. I'm in my 50s. If I got to do it now or I'm never going to do it, right? So this person who may or may not have been my opening act tonight goes, all right, man. He's a good man. He's a good man. He says to me, he goes, all right. He goes, okay, just take like, it's always just like, all right. So, like, how fucked up do you want to get, all right? And there's always, like, a square, and it's like, okay, don't eat the whole square. Just, like, bite one corner, lick the other one, and then rub the other one and let it absorb in your face or whatever. So I'm like, all right. He goes, how far into it do you want to go? I go, I just want to trip a little bit, nothing fucking crazy. So he goes, fine. So I ate just a little bit. So I get a little nauseous or whatever. At first it feels like I ate some weed, but then all of a sudden, like, I notice shit that's not alive looks like it's breathing, right? Like the... I was like, what? What'd you say? I can't hear you, sweetheart. You got to come a little closer. She walked like halfway to the bed. She's like nodding her head, just going, big, like, the Grudge eyes. I'm just like, you gotta come closer. She walks all the way up to the bed. I was just like, I couldn't hear you, sweetheart. What'd you say? What did you say? And she just nods and just goes, you're gonna kill yourself. I just sat up like, Aah! I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I am not. My wife wakes up. What's the matter? I'm like, I just had like the most scary dream I've ever had in my life. It was horrible. She's like, was I in it? No, you self-centered jackass. Jesus Christ. Not everything is about you, sweetheart. I love you, but it's not all about you. Now shut up. I tried to go to sleep in the same position so I'd run into that little girl again so I could just be like, look, you little shit. You don't go around saying that to people. Now, I'm not going to kill myself. I don't know what that dream meant, because you dream in metaphors, man, So, I don't know. It just freaks me out, though, Disturbs my wife and shit. But, there is one good thing about being a psycho. One of the great things about being a psycho is you can spot another psycho from a mile away. That's a really great thing. I can spot him, it's in the eyes. Never look at the costume. Nice people look at the costume. They'll see somebody in like dad jeans, pushing their kid on the swing, the whole nerdy sweater. Hey, how you doing? You believe the summer's already over? I mean, this is crazy, right? Oh, this one here has got me running around, She's running the house. People always like, oh my God, he's so nice. Such a great family man. And I'm just sitting thinking in my head like, dude, that guy is a fucking psycho. He's a psycho. Look at his eyes. You don't see that? That dude is barely hanging on. He is white-knuckling it through all the shit he thinks he's supposed to do. All that fucking guy needs, he just needs a little nudge. That's it, just a little nudge. You have no idea what that guy's capable of. I would not want to see the hard drive of that man's computer. I'm telling you. Yeah, so I do it all the time. I'm pretty good at it, picking out psychos, and it drives my wife nuts. Like, I remember, she was one of the first people that got into Kanye West, right? The great Kanye West, everybody loves him and stuff, right? Oh, shut up. Jesus Christ, why did I come to Nashville? Boo, it's a black artist. You're bringing it up in the rhyming. What the fuck? It's the Grand Ole Opry, man. It's not MTV Raps. But I'm stereotyping you. I'm acting like because you're from the South that automatically you're racist, like all the racists are just down here. That isn't true. They're all over the place. It's just different degrees, right? Look like it just did a lap around the house. It's kind of nothing threatening, It's just like, it needed it, TV started getting bigger. It's looking like it's gonna fall on me, all right? And I was doing fine. I was like, I know that TV's not getting bigger. And if it is, I don't give a shit. Go ahead. Spill that pixelation all over me. I don't give a fuck. I know I'm tripping. I'm having fun. I'm giggling. I'm laughing at shit. I'm putting things together, right? And everything is fucking great. And all of a sudden, about an hour in, all of a sudden, this profound sense of loneliness and not feeling loved just washed over me. Yeah, and I was just like, I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. This is why I didn't do it. I knew I had too many demons. I knew I wasn't gonna see God and fucking unicorns and slide down the rainbow and roll around in the grass. I fucking knew Satan was coming up. There was gonna be a guy with a knife and shit. I was just like, all right, go ahead. Drag me into the abyss. Let me see how fucked up I am. And this feeling, it just enveloped me. And I don't even know how to describe it. It wasn't even a feeling. It just was. It just was. So I'm freaking the fuck. I'm just sitting there like, what the fuck? I can't get out of it, dude. Like, I could walk 100 fucking million miles. I can't walk out of it. It just was. So I didn't want everybody else is like tripping. I don't want to fucking ruin their trip. So I'm just like, all right, dude, I'm just going to go to the bedroom, and oh, look at the refrigerator. Right. I'm just feeling a little nauseous. Look at your head. Just playing it off, right? Going into the fucking bedroom, and I'm just laying down in the bedroom like, dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? And every time I thought I felt the bottom, it would just further into the bed. Further into the bed. Further into the bed. So about a half hour later, my wife comes in. She's like, hey, how you doing? Typical guy. Good, I'm doing good. Like me, I'm racist, like, at the end of the day. Like, I'm a great fucking guy. I don't give a shit who you are. In the morning, you're eating your cereal. Hey, how are you? What's going on? But as the sun starts to go down and the fear starts coming up, that's when you start thinking the worst of people, right? I know, nobody's gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck who you are. 12 midnight in a parking garage by yourself. Whatever is walking at you, there's no happy thoughts. You're not thinking like, oh, that guy, he's probably building a website, and you're not thinking that. That dude's gonna cut me up, eat me, whatever he doesn't eat, he's gonna fuck. That's what you think, right? All right? But if you do that at night, that's normal, I think, because it's fear. It's the people at breakfast that are already just sitting there like fucking Jews, That's when you got an issue. So anyways. So I just got to do this. When you talk about race and that type of shit, as a white dude, you just got to go easy, Because very easily it starts feeling like a meeting, Whenever I start hearing like, yeah, all right, woo! That's like, all right, I got to pull back a little bit. People aren't seeing what I'm saying. I wore a country shirt. Things are getting a little off the rails here. Can I get back to Kanye West? Half of you probably downloaded his shit, all right? All right, here we go. So my wife got freaked out because I told him, like, early on, she was loving the guy. And I was thinking he was cool. And then one day I saw him do an interview, and he was talking shit about how great he was. And there was just this look that was in his eye, and it just made me nervous. I'm like, dude, this guy's volatile, man. There's something with this guy. He's making me nervous. This guy is like right on the edge of like snapping, right? She goes, you're out of your mind. And I was thinking, I don't know. I think this guy's fucked up. And then I was convinced because one day I came walking in and she was listening to him do an interview and I didn't know it was him. And he was just in the middle of talking about how great he was. And I came walking in and all I did was hear this shit. And like literally a chill ran down my spine. And I just started thinking like, no. And I turned and I looked before it even registered that it was Kanye. My first thought was, oh, thank God. It's just a black guy. Thank God. It's just the black guy. Yeah, now, you're right to pull back. This is right to get awkward here because you don't know where this could go. This could very easily go in a clannish direction, okay? So just let me clarify. Just hear me out. I'm thinking, thank God it's a black guy, meaning, thank God that ego that is in him, when that thing floated down from the heavens, or the cosmos, whatever the hell Joel Osteen shit you believe, all right? When that thing was floating down, it could have landed in anybody. Thank God it landed in a black guy. Thank God it got wrapped up in that, trapped within that. It's safe in there. No reason to worry when it's in there, because if that ego, however, had floated down and landed in a blue-eyed white dude, there is no telling the damage that could have been done. You're talking entire civilizations wiped out, worldwide famine, the moon colliding with the earth. Thank God that ego landed in a black guy. Because he's just as nuts as some of the craziest white dudes of all time. He just doesn't have the opportunity to follow through with the madness. Right? Yeah, there's a glass ceiling on evil. You never noticed that? Dude, go home, put on the History Channel. Oh my God, you look a little upset today. She's like, oh, you know, I'm kind of sad. And they're just talking. So immediately, like, my brain just went fucking crazy. I was like, oh my God, she's talking to a gorilla. I love gorillas. Who doesn't want to talk to a gorilla? And then without thinking that my wife is sleeping, I just blurted out, ask it how much it can bench. Ask it how much it can bench. My wife like pops up. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, look at this, look at this. She's talking to a gorilla. And we both just got sucked into this thing, right? So long story short, she's sitting there, she's talking to this gorilla, and one day she decides to get a little kitten, little kitty cat, right? And immediately I'm thinking like, don't get it a cat. It's a gorilla. It's gonna twist the thing's head off, throw the body over there, play with the head for a while, sniffing it and stuff, and then later it's gonna walk over, set the head down next to the body and wonder why the whole thing's not getting up again. Because it's a fucking gorilla. It's a wild animal. Wild animals don't have pets, right? It's kill or be killed out there. That's it. They don't have little parakeets on their shoulders and shit. But it was the exact opposite. She gives it this little kitten, and the thing immediately understood that it was a baby, and this like parental thing came over. It was so like gentle and filled with joy, and just play. It was like beautiful, right? And then they just understood that it loved. It was a breakfast time, right? For some reason, I had like 20 minutes to myself, which is really rare when you got 2 kids, 4 and under, right? So I'm thinking like, holy shit, I can actually make myself a breakfast. Like the old days. I'll make myself 2 eggs over easy. I'll make some toast. I'll make some bacon. Fucking burn it up the way I like it. It's gonna be the shit, right? So I'm having a great time, make myself a little Grand Slam breakfast. I sit down to eat. I got the OJ. I got the glass of water. It looks like a picture from a commercial. And right as I sit down to eat, my phone lights up, and I get a text message from my buddy. He goes, hey man, I thought you were coming on this Zoom meeting. It started 5 minutes ago. We need you on this. And I just absolutely lost it. I was like, Jesus Christ. Of course I have a meeting. Of course I have my meeting. Because why couldn't I just have one goddamn cocksucking motherfucking motor to myself? Fucking toast flying all over the place. Flipping the fuck out. And then all of a sudden, my daughter, who was like 2.5 at the time, comes running into the kitchen with big tears in her eyes, just going like, I'm sorry, Dada, I'm sorry. And I was like, oh shit. So I literally just squatted down. I was like, no, buddy, no, come here. I wasn't yelling at you. Daddy wasn't yelling at you. I would never yell at you. I love you, buddy. Daddy was yelling at the phone, okay? Dad yells at the phone when it says stuff that he doesn't like, okay? Your dad has issues, okay? I'm sorry, buddy. I would never yell at you. And I could literally feel her tears like drying in my shirt. I was like, buddy, come on. I would never do that, okay? I love you. You still love me? She's like, yeah. And I go, okay, all right, buddy. And then I did that thing. You do that thing with a kid where you turn him around and then you like push him in the direction you want him to go in? And I just had to sit there like, I just did that to a 2.5-year-old. 9 million people. Meanwhile, Stalin killed 20 to 25 million, basically over the exact same period. Okay? Yet he cannot get arrested in the conversation of most fucked up dude who ever walked the planet. It's always, he's the next Hitler. He's the next Hitler. Well, how many fucking people do you have to kill just to get a little shout out? A little tip of the cat. What do you think of this guy? It's always, he's the next Hitler. How about every once in a while, this guy's a little Stalin-esque. I see a little JoJo in this guy, right? He almost tripled his fucking numbers. He gets brought up like he was a backup. Why don't his kills count? Is anybody, why doesn't his fucking kills count? I don't get, is it because he just looked like some regular guy, like your neighbor, you know? Driving a little John Deere. Hey, I just killed 1 million Ukrainians. Meet me, and just drives around his yard. Is that what it is? I think it is. Hitler just, I don't know, he just looked the part. He's like from central casting. You couldn't pick a more evil looking dude. Like, go home tonight, Google pictures of Adolf Hitler. Get put on the same watch list that I'm on. All right? I'm telling you, there's not one cute picture of that guy his whole life. It's just all pure evil. There's no, like, teenage, like, boy band years. Like, you Google a picture of Adolf as a baby. You look at that thing, you're like, dude, drown that fucking thing. Drown it. Take it down to the river, stick it under a rock. If you don't do it, I'm gonna fucking do it. I swear to God, it's looking at me. I would kick it right in its baby chest and feel no guilt whatsoever. Dude, Hitler is actually so evil, he actually makes me want to learn how to speak German. You know what I mean? Because I just want to know, like, what the fuck was he saying to those people? Every speech, he's so clearly out of his fucking mind. It's got to be what he's saying. The fuck did he say? There's no way he said what he planned on doing from the get-go. Some unknown candidate, right? Early on. Okay, our next speaker coming to the stage to possibly run Deutschland for the foreseeable future. His name is, oh dear, I left my glasses backstage. Is that Alan? Is it Alan? Oh, Adolf. Adolf, okay. Okay. Whew. This is how I felt growing up. Yeah, this is what the 70s and 80s were like. Both your parents work, you got a set of keys to the house when you were 3. Ah, get outside, get the fuck out of my face, right? It was fucking nuts. Yeah, I grew up in a very, like, angry time, you know? Like, you were afraid of your dad, your dad's dad. I talked about this shit before, but I'm still working through it, so just bear with me. You just were fucking, yeah, like, I love seeing kids nowadays loving their dad. Like, Dad, what's going on? Want to go play, Dad? Let's go ride bikes, Dad! Yeah, when I was a kid, it was like, Dad, fuck, run, open a window. Mom, what did you see in that? Fucking lunatic, right? It was absolute fucking lunacy. And not just my house. I love my parents, but it was just the time. Like, everybody was fucking crazy. You were afraid, and people could put their hands on you, and other people's dads could hit you, and then you come home, oh, what the fuck did you do? I'll fucking hit you first, just nuts. Teachers would grab you, dig their nails into your fucking neck. She'd come home. Well, she wouldn't have done that unless something fucking happened, right? It was all of that shit. Yeah, me and my siblings, we all beat the shit out of each other, you know? And then we all teased the dog, and the dog bit all of us, and we never got rid of the dog. One time the dog bit me in the face. I was fucking with it. It was eating it. I was like, and it just latched onto my face and was like that. My dad had to stitch me up and everything. We still didn't get rid of the dog. You know? He's a good dog. He had a moment. Jesus Christ. Well, Jesus Christ, you shouldn't have put your goddamn face down there near the fucking dog there, right? Yeah. So that's all it was. It was like the top 9 out of 10 most batshit crazy dudes who ever walked the earth are all white dudes. Now, why is that? Because white dudes are more evil than anybody else? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. We definitely got the numbers. But I think it's different. I just think, you know what it is? Nobody's watching white dudes. All right? White dudes don't, too many of them gather and somebody pulls up. All right, break it up. Keep it moving. Get out of here. Getting pulled over for no fucking reason. None of that shit. You're a white dude. It's just an open field. Anything you think, hey, I'm going to do that. No one's stopping you. You just start running. Next thing you know, you're handing out buttons. You got your own uniform. You're starting a fucking war, right? All Kanye West is allowed to do is fuck up an award show every 3 to 4 years, make a public service announcement a little awkward for Mike Myers. That's as far as he's ever gonna get. I know. You don't believe me, dude. Okay. Next time Kanye's going off on himself, I'm telling you, just close your eyes, forget it's him, and really listen to what is coming out of this guy's mouth. He says shit like, I'm a genius. I'm a god. I'm Shakespeare. My biggest regret is I'll never get to see myself perform live. That's a direct quote. My biggest regret is I'll never get to see myself perform live. Dude, you put that ego in a white dude that is, ich bin einen in the Streisen. What's the Blitzkrieg? What's a superior race? Vienna will return to Deutschland first. No, I'm telling you, but we're okay. We're okay. It's in a black guy. Nothing's gonna happen. You never notice that shit? Crazy black guys, the far as they can get, they can just freak people out on the subway. They can stand on a street corner with their book and their friends just yelling about white people. These people, they got tails. The motherfuckers got tails. They're evil. And you just cross the street. That's it. In a physical ailments from being in the fight or flight mode our whole lives. Everything. Gym teachers were scary. Collecting on your paper. Everybody was scary. Fucking everything. Dude, I remember one time my dad told a priest he didn't deserve to wear the collar. I don't know how it happened. They were discussing the altar boy schedule. And I don't know, he wanted to put me on a different mask, and my dad started getting his leg on. I'll tell you, I'm wear the fucking collar. The guy's jaw was on the ground. And then the best part, next week we go to mass. They haven't spoken in him a week, and my dad just comes walking like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Like nothing happened. Yeah, so anyway, we all end up getting these physical ailments. Like one of my siblings has stomach problems. Another one has just this pain that won't go away in his back. I remember I had like alopecia in like the third grade. Third grade, I literally had like clumps of hair falling out like I was working on Wall Street, you know? Then I was just sitting there like, did I pick up all the toys? Did I do the dishes? He's gonna find something. He always finds something. Fuck, what do I do? I gotta kill him. I should kill him, that's what I should do. When he's sleeping at night, I'll take an extension cord, I'll wrap it around, put my fucking foot on his back. Billy seems to lack the focus in class that he needs. He's not working up to his ability, right? Yeah, so anyway, perfect world, Hitler never would have made it past the subway level. That's as far as he ever would have got. You would have just been sitting on the train. Hey, what are you going to do tonight? I play a little fantasy football, I don't know. And the door just opened. He just come walking through. Once they should have the blue eyes and the blonde hair and the pubes like the sun. And you're just sitting there like, okay, just ignore him. Just ignore him. Let him pass through. Let him pass through. And he'd just walk into the other part of the train. Literally a world war. Just passing through. But he was a white dude. No one watched him, and his hair was flopping around, and nobody gave a fuck. All right? So that's kind of like the weird lesson that I learned with Kanye West. You know? Like every once in a while, racism works. Like 99.9% of the time, it's the ugliest thing we do to one another. But every once in a while, we get lucky, and that marble, it rolls into the right hole, and we get off easy. I love my dad and everything, you know. So, you know, there's things I want to improve on. So the great thing that I have done is my kids are not afraid of me. And every time I have fucked up, I've gotten down to my kids' level and let them know that I was wrong, and I apologize. So the great thing is my kids are not afraid of me. So now, my daughter's a little bit older. She's like 4.5 now. So now whenever I start flipping out, she actually has been helping me to stop. Because the second I hear that cute voice, I just think, Dad, I'm sorry. I just immediately, it's hilarious. Like I'll be in the kitchen and all of a sudden, I'm always in the kitchen doing something, right? And one day I just come in like, what the fuck kind of toaster is this? What was wrong with the other toaster? I need to download the app to make fucking cocksucking, fucking, and all of a sudden, she'll just be like, in the other room be like, Dad, don't scream like that. And the second I hear that voice, I'm like, you're right, buddy. You're right, buddy. Sorry. I'm just gonna download the app here. Download the app, and the amount of what it takes just to make some fucking toast. Oh, Dad, you said a bad word. You said a bad word. She does all of that shit, right? To the point one night, thinking like, how bad was that? Is she just gonna go play with the toy and forget about it? Or is she no longer gonna be an astronaut? Like, what did I just do? I thought I was better than my dad. I'm making the same mistakes that he's making. I fucking hate myself. I didn't do the meeting. I didn't eat the breakfast. I just went upstairs. Just wanted to be alone, right? Just wanted to be fucking alone. You know, but I got a wife, so it doesn't work that way, you know? Especially when you fuck up as bad as I did and as loudly as I did. I knew she was coming down the hall. I knew I was gonna have to watch some game film. She was bringing the projector. The screen was gonna come down. And I'm literally just laying in there like, please God, just let her give me 2 minutes. Just give me 2 minutes to fucking calm down. No, she just comes right in. And she's just like, Dad, you wanna discuss that little incident that happened downstairs in the kitchen? And I'm like, no, honey, can you just give me a second? My heart is still on the floor down there, just give me a second. I know I fucked up. You know, she doesn't give a shit at that point. And she's right, it's her kid too, so she just wants it. I'll tell you right now, if you need to do this, and all this shit. And, I mean, she was right, she was 100% right, but I wasn't ready to hear the information. So she just sort of zoned out. And if my kid's here, and I'm just sitting there, laying in the bed with the nerve to be upset with her.